From the Panhandle PBS studios at Amarillo College, bringing you the news, events, and activities of your community college. It's the AC Report.
Welcome to the AC Report. I'm McCoy Lovejoy.
And I'm Calissa Kimberling.
An era is coming to an end at Amarillo College. Dr. Paul Matney, the 13th AC president, will retire this summer. Matney will step down after 35 years of service to AC. He spent the last 6 as president and acting president. Corbin Richardson joins us now live from the AC Clock Tower on the Washington Street campus for more on this story. Corbin, you and I had a chance to sit down and visit with outgoing president. What sparked his decision?
Dr. Matney said that with his 65th birthday coming up in August, he decided he and his wife, it's time to open a new chapter in their lives. After serving as a professor, dean, and president at AC, Matney says he finds it fitting that he will end his career in education in the same place he began his education. Like many Amarilloans, Matney got his start right here at AC.
My dad, who was a principal, my mother was a teacher, my dad was a principal, and he said, now Paul, we want you to go to college and we'll help you anywhere you want to go, but remember, right there on Washington Street is Amarillo Junior College. He always called it Amarillo Junior College.
Matney says he feels the transition will go smoothly, and he points out what will keep AC strong for many years to come.
We have a strong leadership team. I'm very proud of our president's cabinet. We have a very dedicated faculty. We have some folks here that could teach anywhere.
Corbin, can you tell us about Dr. Matney's plans after he retires?
He says he intends to spend more time with his wife and grandkids, but also plans to stay active in the community through the United Way and the AC Foundation. You can see our entire interview on the Ranger Online.
AC is marking the end of its first year with a new online learning management system. The college began using Blackboard this fall. The college now requires all classes to incorporate some online elements. Students and faculty say that overall the transition has gone fairly smooth, but they have some complaints.
I don't mind it. Sometimes it's hard, it'll log you out or something when I'm taking a test, but that's very rare, so I don't mind it.
My dislikes about Blackboard is all of my classes are set up differently, so where my grades are in one class, I'll have to go a completely different way in another class to get to my grades. I've been logged out of 2 or 3 tests. It's caused some issues, and I've had to learn to take my test a day or 2 before they're due for that reason.
It's better now than it was when we first moved to Blackboard. I think anytime you go into a new project, there's some glitches that have to be worked out. I don't know anything online, anything digital that doesn't have its own glitches.
College officials decided to move Blackboard for online learning management software when they learned that the support for the former system would be discontinued.
AC students are broadening their horizon thanks to new travel program. The AC Honors Program and Student Life Departments sponsor the new Global Education Program. The program begins this spring with a tour of Germany and Czechoslovakia. Amanda Castro-Christ reports.
Many students, when asked about Germany, can only list things relating to war. Hitler, the Nazis, Anne Frank, and the Holocaust come to mind. But this spring break, a group of Amarillo College students and faculty members were able to shatter their misconceptions and visit not only Germany, but also the Czech Republic.
I heard about the trip through Amarillo College Ranger because of the free coffee and donuts, promotional thing, and so that was really cool. And I read the different articles about it, and I thought it would be very interesting, so I applied and was accepted. Something that I enjoyed about the trip was really experiencing the different cultures and just the very subtle differences between the East and the West and how they developed, and just the different cars they have, the widespread use of public transport and other things that aren't really common, especially in West Texas.
Travelers spent their days visiting places they had researched beforehand and documenting their thoughts with video diaries.
There's such a wealth of people, and there's so much to do, and there's such a wealth of history. It just is, it's always neat to be here.
It's like super interesting just learning about the different cultures. Like you have no idea, like coming from Amarillo, I mean it's a pretty small town. It's like amazing, like seeing how like things are so different in different parts of the world, and I just like to experience that.
I really think students learn a lot about the culture of other countries just from being here.
Today I enjoyed looking at the St. Charles Bridge. Also got an awesome painting.
Though they may have first complained about the work they did before departing, almost all the students said they appreciated it once they set foot in Europe.
Listening to everyone else research like helped me prepare for the trip, and like you kind of know what to expect, and like when we get to see the things that we saw on the slideshows like in real person, it's really cool.
The destination for next year has already been chosen, and faculty members are currently undergoing the application process to determine who will accompany the students. Students and faculty members will get to visit a variety of cities in Italy, including Rome, Pompeii, Capri, and Venice. So make sure to get your application in before the deadline. For the AC Report, this is Amanda Castro-Chris.
In addition to next spring's travel to Italy, the AC Presidential Scholars Program will visit Cambodia and Thailand this summer.
AC officials are considering banning electronic or e-cigarettes inside campus buildings. West Texas A&M University passed a similar policy earlier this spring. AC administrators say that using e-cigarettes should be treated like any other form of smoking, but some students disagree.
We're not a smoke-free campus, and so I don't think it's a huge imposition to ask students who wish to smoke e-cigarettes to take it outside just like everybody else who's smoking.
It dissipates. There's nothing, there's no negative emissions to it like a cigarette does.
Some recent studies show e-cigarettes do not pose a significant health risk. Even so, the electronic devices are currently banned inside buildings at more than 1,200 colleges in universities in the U.S.
Although you can ban smoking inside campus buildings, other potentially offensive issues are more difficult to stamp out. Racism is an ongoing problem on college campuses. Some AC students say they have strong feelings about people who use racist language, in particular the N-word.
Personally, I hate the N-word, and I hate it to be used around my friend or around people, around society in general.
To African American athletes, it's going to be horrible.
I don't use it, so I don't have any use for it.
Use of inclusive language and openness to cultural differences are addressed in speech and first-year seminar classes.
Enrollment is down at Amarillo College. This past fall and spring semesters have seen smaller classes and some class cancellations as fewer students have decided to attend. AC officials say the decline of approximately 5% is not significant, though. There are multiple reasons why students decide not to start school. The college offers services that help overcome many enrollment barriers.
A lot of those barriers, but I think coupled with fear and just financial resources is one of the main reasons we lose students or don't get them. We have many resources on campus. We've got scholarships. We have the Adult Students Program here on campus. We do have a social services area that we try to help students that hit roadblocks throughout their time at AC.
Registration for summer and fall terms is currently underway, so far there is no indication whether or not enrollment will continue to be low this next semester. Coming up after the break, find out the name of AC's next common reader.
And are you feeling a little sleepy? You're not alone. Learn just what you sacrifice when you don't get enough sleep.
Hey, do you need a place to study? Maybe get off campus or out of the house? Come to the 806, where you step away from the green place and enter a world of art, culture, music, and poetry. Bring your student IDs on Tuesdays for student discounts. And educators, we didn't forget you. Thursdays are for you. Drink it local. The 806.
Ain't no surviving texting and driving.
Don't drive intoxicated.
Arrive alive. Don't text and drive.
Don't
Text.
and
Drive.
it really can wait.
And now, back to the AC Report.
AC has a new common reader. The book is Blue Hole Back Home by Joy Jordan Lake. The novel is about consequences of racial prejudice in post-civil rights Appalachia.
Every year, the college picks a common reader. Professors use the book for class projects, discussions, and other activities. This past year, Doc Henley's book, Wine to Water, was chosen. Henley visited Amarillo to discuss his book and his mission to bring clean water to parts of the world that most need it. Students were able to ask him questions about his experiences and learn how they could get involved at local and international levels. AC also uses the Common Reader to launch the institutional theme for the school year. The new theme associated with Blue Hole Back Home is Moral Courage.
Most people would agree that one of the greatest acts of courage is to risk your life to save another person. And a very courageous person visited AC this year. The Student Government Association hosted Paul Rosesabagina as the guest speaker for the Distinguished Lecture Series. Rosesabagina is a humanitarian who sheltered over 1,200 people for 2 months during the 1994 Rwandan genocide. He was the manager of a luxurious hotel in Rwanda during the genocide in which extremists slaughtered more than 800,000 people.
I said to myself that if I leave these people and they are killed, I will never be a free man. I will never be myself. So I had to take them as well. Of course, on the way, we were almost killed, but escaped narrowly by luck. Through dialogue, through negotiations, and this is life.
This year marks the 20th anniversary of the genocide in Rwanda.
Amarillo College students are benefiting from an annual scholarship luncheon. LIGHT stands for Living Independently Through Education. Every spring, the group hosts a luncheon to help the scholarship fund at AC for students with disabilities. As a Goal a Look reports, the luncheon was held on April 24th in the Civic Center's Heritage Room.
This is a scholarship luncheon to raise funds for students with disabilities to attend Amarillo College. This is our 12th year to do this event. It's an annual event where we feature the abilities of students with disabilities. We focus on bringing in the community and making them aware of the abilities that individuals do have, as well as some of the challenges that they face in being a student with a disability. We want to focus on the importance of education and how much that means to our community, especially to those with disabilities.
I have cerebral palsy. I graduated from AC with my associates in TV broadcasting production back in '09, and I received the LIGHT scholarship back in the spring of '09. I don't let my disability define who I am or what I can do, because if you let your work speak for itself, the disability just disappears.
More information about the Disability Service, come meet us at the Washington Street campus. This is a Go Look with AC Reports.
The LIGHT Luncheon is a local undertaking, but awareness of the effort has spread all the way to Austin. In 2013, AC's LIGHT Luncheon received a Governor's Reward.
AC aims to boost student success with a new science testing center. The center opened this semester to provide a controlled and quiet environment for students taking science tests. The goal is to minimize cheating and maximize class time. The new testing center works hand in hand with the Science Enrichment Center, which offers tutoring for science classes. There are 2 other student help centers, the Writers Corner and the Math Outreach Center. Tutors assist with solving problems and provide learning strategies. These services are open to all students, regardless of academic discipline or skill level. The Amarillo College Food Pantry is helping student success by providing groceries to those who find themselves in need. Tyler Williams has the story.
The Amarillo College Food Pantry is a place where any Amarillo College student can receive food for free.
2 or 3 years ago, my secretary Karen Logan and I recognized a need in students. Often they have a decision to make. For example, if they have a flat tire or a blowout, do they buy a new tire or do they buy groceries that week? So we started offering a pantry. We went to Dr. Lowry Hart and asked him if we could do this, and he was all on board. So we went ahead and took donations and have started providing that service.
The Amarillo College Food Pantry is located on the Washington Street campus of Amarillo College in the Parcells Building, room 206.
I actually think it's a great service. It helps get you through things when you have little incidents that come up and you're running low on groceries and you can't really afford to go get any. It helps you be able to make it through the rest of the month or the beginning of the month, whatever.
The things that we could use the most are breakfast items, Pop-Tarts, cereal, oatmeal, things like that, snacks, microwavable meals that aren't perishable, so not frozen meals.
For more information about the pantry and how you can donate to the pantry, call Karen Logan at 371-5267. I'm Tyler Williams with the AC Report.
AC students have a new leader. The Student Government Association swore in General Studies major Andrew Alexander as the new president on May 7th. The AC Report's Vanessa Tehran now joins us live from the Student Life offices in the basement of the College Union building. Vanessa, what exactly does SGA do for Amarillo College?
The SGA job is to represent the student body of Board of Regents, the college administration and faculty. The association also develops students' programming and organizes special events.
The event of this year, I feel like, was the Distinguished Lecture, which we pulled out Paul Rusesa Begina. He came from Africa, and we sold tickets for his lecture that raised scholarship money for a variety of scholarships that AC has.
So as you can see, the CGA plays an important role there at the college. And members say that participating in the organization also gives students a chance to build leadership and teamwork skills. Plus, it looks great on a resume.
Sounds great. Thank you, Vanessa. Sleep deprivation is a problem many Americans cope with on a daily basis. While some people may not realize they are sleep deprived, it affects many college students. Raylan Bowers has the story.
In a study done by the American Psychological Association, it was found that mood is more affected by sleep deprivation than either cognitive or motor performance. General Studies major Andrew Alexander says when he doesn't get enough sleep, his entire day is affected.
Kind of grumpy in the morning. Kind of throws my day off, but, college kid to get used to it.
There's a lot of things that are linked to sleep deprivation and mental health. The first one is depression, actually, and anxiety. Because without sleep, you worry, you think, you do too much, and then you end up showing those signs of sleep deprivation.
Most students don't realize they're sleep deprived because they've been dealing with it for so long. They just pour another cup of coffee and keep going.
Research shows that 80% of students are what we call dangerously sleep deprived.
Usually what I do is I ask them, what's going on? Why are you sleeping in class? Are you not sleeping enough at night? Is there something else that's going on? Would a different class fit better? And if not, then I tell them, you need to sleep.
Getting a good night's sleep is important. It helps your mood, memory, and body. This is Raylan Bowers with the AC Report.
Coming up next, we'll take you to onstage performances and creative competitions.
And Calissa, the entertainment options are heating up here at AC. Stay tuned.
Smart cookies take smart classes. So why don't you bite into a class that's just right for you?
It was really fun. It was like my most fun class. We had more of a say in what we got to learn. We got to do a lot more hands-on things.
Honors classes are not more difficult than non-honors sections, but they are smaller, more interactive, and designed to inspire students like you.
The students I'm with care more.
It was just really interesting.
You get more one-on-one time with the professor. You get to really know the professor.
I just had a ton more fun in that class.
If you have a grade point average of 3.0 or higher, or 90% directly out of high school, you can sign up for honors sections. When you register, just look for the H.
The class is smaller, you have more contact with your professor, and like I said, you get a better understanding of what you're learning, so you tend to make better grades. You get so much more one-on-one time with the professor, and it's a lot more fun. You get to know the people around you better, and it helps you learn.
So treat yourself to some AC honors classes. Spaces are limited, so register today.
And now, back to the AC Report.
Welcome back to the AC Report. Well, spring semester is coming to an end, but during the semester, students stayed busy with special events that encouraged them to put down the books and have some fun.
With activities set up throughout the Carter Fitness Center, including live entertainment and free food, one spring event had a huge turnout. Our very own April Torres takes us to Badgerama 2014.
Two-step into Spring Badgerama 2014.
Two-step into Spring Badgerama 2014.
Two-step into Spring Badgerama 2014, y'all.
Badgerama is a free event for Amarillo College's faculty and students, which takes place every spring semester on the Washington Street campus. Due to the weather forecast, this year's event took place inside the Carter Fitness Center. Many students ask, what is Badgerama?
Badgerama is just a really good way for students to blow off some steam towards the end of the semester and have a good time together and get out and have a good time as Badgers.
Amarillo College offers many clubs to students that may have not heard of or known about, and that's where this event is a great opportunity for them to ask questions and even think about joining. If there's one thing that gets people out into an event, it's the announcement of free food. You can never go wrong with barbecue. Good choice, Student Life Club. There are also many activities to get students to have fun, win prizes, hang out with old friends, and make new ones, all at the same time. And this year's live entertainment came all the way from Nashville, Tennessee.
My name's Brett Taylor. I'm Charlie Berry.
I'm Truck Rolling.
And we're Mockingbird's son. And we just blew it up big time at Badgerama 2014, brother.
These boys definitely know how to rock the house.
I'm here at Badgerama 2014 and we are having an awesome time. All the clubs are here. Everyone's representing what they do during their spare time at AC. We're also listening to Mockingbird's Sons, which are amazing. We're just having a good time.
Badgerama was a blast this year. Don't miss it next year. This is April Torres for the AC Report.
AC, West Texas A&M, and young professional women from across Amarillo are teaming up to fight Alzheimer's. They are working together with the Alzheimer's Association to bring you the 2014 Blondes vs. Brunettes flag football game. Funds raised at the event support the association's care, advocacy, and research efforts. A minimum donation of $25 gets you into the Blondes vs. Brunettes game, the Amarillo Venom game that follows, and the tailgate party, which include refreshments, live entertainment, and chance to meet the players. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. on June 21st at the Amarillo Civic Center Coliseum. For more information and to donate, go to bvb@amarillo.com. The Alzheimer's Association reports that more than 5 million Americans have the disease, and it's the 6th leading cause of the death in our country.
College students skip class for a number of reasons, but faculty members say that missing class can impact overall learning and grades. Garrett Zamora explores the causes of skipping and the impact these absences leave behind.
A school morning starts the same way for every student, but what happens after the alarm? As the semester draws to a close, the parking lot and campus seem a little emptier. Vacant desk seats occupy many classrooms. While some students feel the need to work harder as finals approach, many others get use out of the snooze function. Communications Department Chair Lene Jacobs says even though classwork is accessible through AC Connect, students benefit from an in-person experience.
Students who miss class, they also, in addition to missing the information, they miss the reminders. Don't forget this is due tomorrow. Don't forget you need to have this on your note card. Don't forget to add this. All of those little reminders that happen along the way cause students to make poor grades and miss deadlines and causes them not to be successful.
Student Brittany Delano attends class, however, and says she does so because she doesn't like falling behind. Communications major Brittany Delano says you never skip class, just once.
I know that skipping is kind of
contagious. Once you do it once, you want to do it again and again, but you just get farther behind, and you're that much farther behind to get your degree.
For the AC Report, I'm Garrett Zamora.
It's one of the best kept secrets at Amarillo College, but some AC students and employees say that this is one secret they don't want to keep. So folks are trying to keep spreading the word about AC's very own radio station, FM 90. Located at 89.9 on the radio dial, FM 90 provides educational and entertainment options for the AC campuses and the surrounding communities.
KCV-FM 90 is one of a handful of radio stations in the country that are owned by a junior college and 100,000 watts. We broadcast to 26 counties in the Texas Panhandle. Every one of the Amarillo College campuses, including the ones in Dumas and in Hereford, can hear what we're talking about.
FM 90 is currently seeking DJs for summer and fall semesters. Anyone interested in applying should contact Brian Frank at blfrank@actx.edu.
Calissa, some students may not listen to FM 90, but they all have one thing in common, and that's procrastination. Students say that procrastination frequently because they have better things to do than homework.
Just like, I don't know. I just look at it and I'm like, ugh, this looks boring. So I just kind of put it off until I have to actually start it.
Facebook. That's probably typical for most people.
I do outdoor stuff like rock climbing or PDC, so obviously I choose that over homework any day.
Professors say to set up a plan, put the pedal to the metal, and not to use procrastination as an excuse.
One way students procrastinated this semester was by participating in Club Clash. The event gives campus clubs a chance to go head-to-head in a variety of challenges, such as a relay race and chicken wing eating contests. The goal is to have fun and to take a break from the end of the year stress.
Club Clash is an event that we put on. It's put on by Phi Theta Kappa. We try to do this each year, and it's basically just a fun way for clubs to compete against each other.
It's nice to see everybody get out here and kind of go at it, see who the best club is.
Another source of campus entertainment is the AC Theater Department. Theater students wrapped up their year of productions with Little Women, the musical.
It's just amazing the way it affects you emotionally, spiritually. It lifts you up. It's a beautiful show. These kids have done a great job with it. The choreography, the movement that they're doing, they're having a blast with it.
I think everybody should come see the show because of the fantastic music in it. The music is very emotional and very, at times happy and at times heart-wrenching, and it just makes for a fantastic show.
As the spring semester comes to an end, summer is around the corner filled with fun, relaxation, and definitely summer blockbusters. A number of new films are scheduled to premiere in the next couple of months. X-Men, Godzilla, 22 Jump Street, and other films are expected to be some of the biggest blockbusters. We interviewed students on campus and asked them what movies they are excited to see in theaters.
The movies that I'm excited to see this summer are maybe The Other Woman, Rio 2.
22 Jump Street, and I know I want to go see Rick Mansion. I know that just came out, but it's not summer, but I'll probably catch it this summer.
The movies I cannot wait to see this summer is The Neighbors and 22nd Jump Street.
Generally, I'm excited to see Godzilla, that new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and Spider-Man. Those are the ones I'm most excited to see right now.
I'm really excited to see X-Men. I'm a big X-Men fan. Wolverine's my favorite. So.
I know I'm looking forward to catching some of those movies this summer.
So am I. And from all of us here at the AC Report, we hope you have a fun and relaxing summer. For more news, events, and activities taking place at your community college, check out the Ranger online.
Thanks for joining us. See you next semester on the AC Report.